We have AI generators that create images, right? But now we have an AI generator that creates text and graphic. So basically it creates like a whole t-shirt design for you. So we evolved to where we can actually put text inside our AI images, which is crazy because I knew it was coming, but I didn't know it was coming that fast. So I'm gonna take you through the whole process on this AI image generator and how to create a actual design. And then not only that, how to come up with different ideas. I'm gonna show you tools to help you remove the background and then vectorize the image itself. And you can do whatever type of edit that you want with it. And make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Let's get into the content. All right, so Ideogram.ai. I've been seeing a little bit about this, you know, in some of the Facebook groups that I'm in for like the last 2 weeks, and I just like started looking at it, and I had a few people reach out to me and sharing this with me. And this thing, I tried it out like a week ago just to see how it would work, and I put some text in the design, and it misspelled it, right? But I was like the next update or the next few, you know, tweaks that they do as people start to use it more and more, this is gonna be big. You're seeing right here, you can literally type in, describe what you want to see up here. So you can type in anything up there that you want to see. I did a little bit of research I want to share with you guys in this video, like, you know, the different ideas and what people are using. One of the cool things that I'm noticing right away is, you know, they're showing the prompts below the images, which is really, really cool, which I like a lot. Oops, which I like a lot. This is some bullshit. Now, see this right here? You see how they're using this t-shirt vector. You can see what they're doing, but this is giving you ideas. I'm looking at a lot of this stuff, and you know, this is like a popular type of design for Halloween, especially with Amazon merch on demand or just print on demand in general. So if you're like selling on Etsy, Redbubble, any of that, like you could do some good research here. There's some good ideas in here, right? But making sure that you're following, obviously, you know, like trademark and copyright rules. That still applies. Just because it's creating it for you doesn't mean that you can go ahead and come over here and it's like, you know, create something that you're not allowed to create, like a Nike design, for example. That's what I mean. But like, look at this right here. Minimal stickers for images of dogs. You can see what that thing did right there, right? So this is really cool. You can use some type of, you know, obviously some editor like background image remover, and then you can obviously do a few different things that we'll get into in this video. So make sure you guys stay to the end. Hustle. You can see that, right? And I think it's just cool. Like this right here, you can, like I said, you can do calm down, listen to metal. It's cool. And this is all created with AI, right? Too cute to spook. That's dope. Look at that, right? T-shirt vector design, grumpy ghost wearing glasses with this saying, too cute to spook. Anime illustration. And just get an idea, like you're looking at certain images. Once you just start on your end, just start taking notes, right? You can literally just, you know, copy the prompt, but like start messing with stuff. Start like, just, if it applies to your niche, if you're like in the dog niche, right? Or, you know what I mean? You're like any type of dog niche, or, you know, you're in the bulldog niche, you're in the French bulldog, English bulldog, or you're in the cat niche, whatever niche that you're in, think of like ways that you can apply certain keywords to your prompt so you can create an awesome design, right? And that's the goal right here with this. You're trying to figure out, so like, how's this tool work? If this is a new tool, how can I make it work for me and make it, you know, work for my business, right? And there's so much inspiration. But I found a few of these. You know, Year of the Dragon's coming up. You know, Chinese New Year, Year of the Dragon, it's this year. So freedom above everything. Now I was looking at this, I was like, because I was just like thinking about that, right? It's coming up, and I was like, this is obviously, there's a little bit more that can be done, but I got this type of vibe from this, right? It's not saying it's for that, but like, look at this different designs that it created, and it's amazing. AI created that, right? So that's one image that I was doing research on. I'm ready to crush fourth grade. Now we know that this right here is like a really popular design, especially on Amazon.com, and it's probably popular on Etsy.com too as well. But something like this, how it's all put together in the layout, it's freaking clean. You see, t-shirt design with typography. I'm ready to crush fourth grade, featuring a monster truck back to school. And that's a freaking simple prompt, but you know, it did pretty good. Same thing over here. Go back over here. Round t-shirt design with a flying Chinese dragon, cloud, star, red, yellow, and blue. Old text reading, freedom above everything. Distress illustration, solid white background. Now, a few things may not work. You know, obviously they put solid white background and kind of didn't pull it up, but still freaking, that looks clean, right? And I think it just, from a design perspective, right, they kind of had the idea trying to make it look like, you know, circle t-shirt design. You can see how it got that, right? Kind of put that little curve to the text, and you know, put it together with the illustration. Came out pretty freaking good, right? Over here. This is interesting because look at it literally did 5 colors retro sunset. And you're also, too, you're seeing that the comma, right? One thing I think is a lot of the AI, like, Midjourney, I'm pretty sure with the Leonardo AI tool as well. I mostly use the Midjourney as of right now. It's like one of the first AI image creators out there. But 5 colors retro sunset, and usually that comma, right, kind of pauses that sentence to like, this is what I want, comma, vintage, comma, right? And that's where that comes from. And just kind of telling the machine, like, this is what you want, this is what you want, this is what you want, don't forget about this, you know what I mean? So vintage, palm tree silhouette, vector design words, the beach is calling and I must go. So you can see how they put that in the parentheses, right? The beach is calling and I must go, right? And this is cool because I was like, damn, it did that like that? Oh, but look at that, like it did a few different variations. And each one's a different vibe, right? They're all clean. Like even the wording is different. Like the font, right? It's still clean. Look at the retro background. I'll kind of just go through it real fast, right? The retro, it's clean. That's dope. So next one, vector t-shirt design. And pay attention to what it's describing. And that's some things that I see like in the community, like especially with like Amazon merch or just print on demand community, like they don't really know how to talk to the AI. Think about it as if you're telling someone something. It's like literally that simple. It's really, really simple to do. Just think about like how, or you can even leverage, on which I'm going to show you too. You can leverage like like an AI writing tool like ChatGPT or Claude or what's the other one? Perplexity. There's something like that. You can leverage any of those AI tools and Claude, and you can leverage any of those AI tools, and it will help you come up with different prompt ideas, right? Because if you're like, dude, I don't know how to write something like this, I can't. Let me take the guessing work out of that. Let me help you with that. Trick or treat. So vector t-shirt design. Halloween mode with I'm not even sure what that means. Oh, so it's a dog. Oh, oops, put it to bark. As Samode. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right. My bad if I'm messing that up. With sunglasses, cartoon style design. And then this is the thing too. The cartoon style design, you're seeing, like, think about that too. Like if you want to put that kid friendly type of look, cartoon style design, you can do that. 3D rendering, 4K, wallpaper, pastel illustration with words, trick or treat, cinematic typography poster. Now there's a lot going on in here. Yes, I could see that. And you don't really have to kind of go into detail that much, I feel like. But with words, so keep that in mind when you're putting that in with words, right? You can put parentheses and then you can put the word, and then it seems like the AI gets it over here. Trick or treat, and you can see like the different styles that it did. This one's pretty clean. This one's pretty clean too, because I like how they stacked up the pumpkins in the back, right? Next one, I love my sunshine. Create a t-shirt design that portrays a pumpkin and a sun in love. The pumpkin should have a joyful expression and the sun should have a radiant smile. Incorporate the phrase, I love my little sunshine, in a warm and friendly font. Use colors that convey happiness and love in the design. It did a freaking pretty amazing job at that, right? You can see it. Like this person right here, this person right here basically described a really good design, right? And look what it created. It created 4 different variations, right? And I think each one is freaking pretty clean. The lines in here look pretty good. This one's good. Like each one I feel like is pretty good in its own way, right? It's obviously a different vibe when I'm looking at each one. So they're both clean. I like every single one of those designs. Give that person a heart. Legalize nature. This one was like, I was like, dang, there's a lot of detail work into this one right here. Let me show this in a research video and kind of show people what it can do. Like this is a good one. T-shirt design, psychedelic pop art style, mushrooms and cannabis in nature with text. Legalize nature photo. So now they put, in nature with text. So, and they put it in parentheses. I think the parentheses and then text or words, this is a good idea to put in there. But like same thing here. Each one is clean. Like it's a different vibe. It's amazing how that created that. And I think it's really good. Vintage vector t-shirt design. Antique camera with capture the moment in a photography inspire font, 8K image, fashion, typography, 3D render, and capture the moment. Like it's a clean design. Got a camera in there, right? You can see just, the shadow and all that, the shadowing and all that stuff. It's pretty clean. This one, like, oh, that was, they're dang. Yeah, H1's coloring too. Like the color is cool. Look how cool the colors are. Yay. Now, a typography propaganda poster that says your prompts are public, so stop whining. Now, it's like a poster. Yeah, poster. You put poster right there, right? This right here, it's like, and I seen that, I was like, oh, this is interesting, because I feel like, certain people are going to complain about this, and your prompts are whining. You can see like it still does. Your prompts are public, stop whining. You can see that it still messes up a little bit, but that's part of, the AI and its learning. But I feel like this right here is just going to keep getting better and better as it starts to learn more and more. And that's just the way AI works. And right, and it's kind of like, well, that's kind of scary. Well, that's the way it is. That's the way it works, which is pretty cool. Spooky teacher design with the words spooky teacher, cute character with a skull-like head with a wizard's hat. He holds a wand in his hand, and he has a normal human ghost. Fantasy art, sci-fi. Pretty clean, right? Did a good job. Look at that. It's dope. Now, they're all pretty dope. They're clean. Each one's clean. But, you get the idea here, just kind of just showing you, like, what's going on. Like certain things you still have to edit. Like, say this one, it says spooky teacher, right? Like, perfect example. It landed right on there. But for the most part, spooky teacher. I think it's just like understanding and trying to like, cool, this will be good. This will work here. And then it'll repeat itself sometimes, but that's normal. But, someone left a comment on my Instagram saying that I don't even know why I went to graphic design school, because like all this stuff is like, it seems like it can do it for you, but at scale, like if you're a graphic designer or you're an artist, you can leverage this, right? And you can probably create a ton of designs every single month, but let the AI do the heavy lifting and you do the editing, right? And I think that's very, very powerful. Same thing with the AI writing. Like a lot of people, like I'm not good at writing, especially like writing blogs and stuff like that, but the AI helps me do certain things. But at scale, think about it at scale as you start to, push out more. It's very, very powerful. And there's a lot that can be done with this. And the simple editing as you let the AI do the heavy lifting. And I know it's probably, that's taken away from creativity. It's like yes and no, because if you don't like it, then you can edit it and do it yourself. But if you're with it and you're happy with it, then it's a win-win for you, right? And just simple edits. But one thing, so let's create a design, remove the background, and then vectorize it, and then you can edit the whole actual design in the like any type of photo editing software. And yeah, let's check it out. All right, so let's say we're happy with this one. So we're gonna go ahead and right click, save it. As we save it, let's look over here, pop it up real fast. It's 1000. You can see right here as I highlight over the top of it, 1024 by 1024. Now, right now, like as far as like, there's a few background removers. You can do that, like on Photopea, you can use Photopea when you're uploading to Photopea. You can come in here and mess with it. You can do like manually, but it's going to take a little bit more time. With Photopea, if I come over here, open it and then bring it over here, and you can do like the whole process of, let's see what it does. So let's say we're going to do the magic cut. See, this is doing this on the fly. You see it took some of the bottom off right there. Still did all right. Did pretty good, right? You can see that. But then like if you come back over here to select, let's say like remove the background. Let's see how it does. This is like hit or miss sometimes, by the way. Oh, there you go. It took out the little stars too. The little images in the background, but I think it's still good. Did a good job at that. And that's obviously you can it's free. I was gonna show you how to use Canva, but I'll show you how to use Canva too. So let's go ahead and save this. Say we want to save it into whatever PNG, JPEG, or whatever we want to save it in. Say we save it in here. We're happy with that. Just save that. And then we want to, turn it into like a SGV, vectorize it basically, so we can edit the whole file. So we grab it, bring it over here. And this is so far, this Vectorizer.ai. This is probably like one of the best ones. I've seen a few of them and I've tried to test them out. They're all trying to make you pay. And this seems to be the free one. But when we look at this, you can see the image from over here to the left, right? This is the original image to the left. And then this is using Vectorizer.ai. And you can see how crisp and clean it basically made everything, right? It kind of just enhanced everything, and that, which is really cool. And then we can go ahead and hit over here, hit download, right? And then obviously the file format, you can mess with any of the stuff depending on you and how you want to do it. For this example, let's go ahead and let's just download it. And then I'm gonna come back over here to Photopea, grab that file that we just messed with, and turn it into the SGV file. Right, and or you can, like I said, you can even save it into, let's say you want to save it into like a PNG too. You can just resave it into the PNG if you want to do that too. It's up to you. It's all personal preference at the end of the day and what you're going to use it for. So this is the SVG file. You can see how I can highlight pretty much anything, right? If I want to move it stuff around, I can do that. You can see I'm moving it on the screen, right? So I can pretty much highlight anything over here, right? And then like I said, if I wanted to open up that PNG file, boom, we have it here too. And you can mess with it and you add text anywhere to this image right here if you wanted to. So keep that in mind, which is really cool. And yeah, that's how you remove the background. One of the ways to the other way I was going to show you was the Canva. So if I come over here and upload a design, let's say I import a design, take that same design and upload it over here to Canva, use in a new design, and then put custom size, create that design, right? Show you that real fast. And then I just highlight the image and then look how cool this is. Edit photo, then this little tool right here, right? And this costs right here, this is gonna cost a little bit of money to use. And if you guys want to, my affiliate link's gonna be down below in the description, but BG remover, background remover, and it's gonna go ahead and remove the background. Look at it, it did a really good job. Even kept the little sparkly things in the background, right? And then you just come over here and save this. Just go ahead and save it, download it. And then you come over here, do the same thing over here. Let's go back to, right? Come back over here. We'll go ahead and take that same image that we just removed the background from. Let me see, this one. We'll take that same image, just drop it over here, right? And you can see that it removed the whole background. You know, mess with it a little bit, but the editing is pretty much based on you and how you want to do it. And so we did the. So we download that, open it back up over here in Photopea. All right, it opens up. There it is. And you can edit and you can see how it just made everything crisp and clear. So really, Vectorizer.ai, really awesome tool. But yeah, you can see how it did that. You can see also too how Canva just edits edits out the image and removes the background. I've used that so many times with different things from thumbnails to different designs and stuff like that. So I use Canva a lot pretty much on a day-to-day basis, especially when I'm creating a thumbnail for a certain video or anything like that. It comes in handy because you can just remove like the whole background, just one click and bam, it's done in seconds. So, and it does it's pretty consistent at doing a really good job compared to some of these other softwares, right? But yeah, and if you want to learn how to create more designs with AI, watch this video right here. Thank you very much for watching.